Hello viewers, this is Ç0 ağRT Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigerian news and all the news in details. CBN froze #EndSARS promoters account 2 weeks before court order, Falana tells court. Lawyer to Bola Oduala and 18 others #EndSARS protesters Femi Falana, son, told the Federal High Court Abuja that the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN allegedly ordered the freezing of bank accounts associated with some promoters of the #EndSARS protest 2 weeks before obtaining a court order. Falana told Justice Ahmed Mohammed on Wednesday while arguing a motion he filed for his clients, in which he prayed the court to vacate the order expert granted on November 4th, freezing the account of 20 alleged #EndSARS promoters. We made a serious allegations that the order was obtained on November 4th to cover up the resort to itself, helped by the plaintiff by freezing our client's account from October 15, 2 weeks before the order, Falana said. He stated that although the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele attempted to deny the allegation, he had filed documentary evidence to print out of text message exchanges between his clients and their banks. It is a very serious allegation. If your lordship knew that they had frozen the account before approaching the court, your lordship would not have exercised discretions in their favor. We pray the court to vacate the order expertise so that the defendants, who have committed no offense whatsoever, to have the rights restored. And there is no indication that any of the defendants engage in the commission of any offense. There is no scintilla of evidence presented before this court by the plaintiff to the effect that criminal offense is being investigated against the defendant, Falana added. The lawyer faulted the CBN governor's reliance on the Terrorism Act to obtain the order, arguing that under Section 40 of the Act, the CBN is not a prosecuting agent. All the agencies that can invoke the law are listed. He argued that the CBN was merely labeled every Nigerian a terrorist if one decided to protest. Peaceful demonstrators are now labeled terrorists, he said. Falana argued that act of peaceful protest and demonstration could not be considered as terrorist act under the law, noting that Section 13 of Terrorism Prevention Act had excluded demonstrations or stoppage of work from terrorist act within the definitions of terrorism, unless it can be shown to court that the protesters engage in destruction of properties, killings, and the rest. But there is no evidence adduced by the plaintiffs that the defendants breached or committed the act set out in the Terrorism Act, he argued. Falana also faulted the procedure adopted by the CBN governor in obtaining the order, arguing that under Order 26 of the Federal High Court rule, it was wrong for the plaintiff to have just filed an ex parte motion without accompanying it with either a motion or notice or originating summons to enable the defendant to respond. Section 60 of Bank and Other Financial Institution Act, BOFIA, that allows the plaintiff to approach the court ought to be read with Section 36 of the Constitution that talks about fair hearing. No part in Nigeria is allowed to approach the court on ex parte order, and that ends the case. He said, adding that no ex parte order under the court's rules lasts more than 7 days unless if renewed, which the plaintiffs had not applied for. Falana prayed the court to vacate the order made on November 4th against his clients. Responding lawyers to the CBN governor, Michael San, urged the court to reject Falana's request. Michael said his client acted within the law by filing an ex parte application as required under Section 60 of BOFIA. He argued that since the law has provided that the CBN could apply for an order ex parte upon suspicions that any bank account was being used for illegal purpose, it was wrong for Falana to expect his client to act otherwise. Michael Ahodakias contended that the rule of the court, which Falana relied on, could not be elevated above the provisions of a law made by the National Assembly. He faulted the competence of some of the processes filed by the defendant, noting that they contained conflicting facts and evidence. He identified some errors in date and urged the court to discountenance the document. Justice Mohammed, after taking some argument from parties, noting that the time had far spent, he adjourned further proceedings on the matters until December 10. So guys, what do you think about this? What is your own take about what Femi Falana said? You know, he was saying that the CBN actually froze #EndSARS protesters' account 2 weeks before the court order. You can imagine this. These people, they don't even know what it means by laws. What it means by law. How can you froze the protesters when they are not terrorist group? Where they are not the people that are killing innocent ones in Nigeria? How can you come up and say because they are supporting #EndSARS, now you now come up and even block their account? It shows that these people are crossing their boundary. They are really crossing their boundary. I'm telling you the truth. They allegedly ordered the freezing of bank accounts, which means the federal government knew about it. The federal government are the one that ordered CBN to do such thing. We are talking about this same insecurity in Nigeria. We are talking about these killings in Nigeria, and whereby the #EndSARS protesters are the ones expressing their mind in the form of protest, trying to tell Nigerian leaders that they should stop, they should do something about the killings that is happening in the country. I don't think that should be too big for our leaders to do. I don't think so. And now, because of what they did now, they order CBN. These leaders, they are not even ashamed of themselves. Because they have power, they want to use the power on Nigerian citizens. They are not ashamed of themselves. I am telling you the truth. So viewers, what do you think? Kindly drop your comments in the comment section below. For those who subscribe, we want to say a very big thank you to you for subscribing. We'll say God bless you, and if you're yet to do so, kindly press the subscription button below. And also please don't forget to press the notification button so that whenever we upload news, you will always be the first person to watch our latest news anytime, any day. God bless you. Bye.